feel like you're the only one carrying the weight of your dreams and challenges? Or wonder where the people who truly get you are and that they can help you think bigger than you ever thought possible? What if I told you there's one simple yes that could bring new ideas, create unstoppable momentum, and connections that change your entire life? Well, if you're tired of going at it alone, keep listening. Because on day 2 of 100 days of Say Yes experiences, I'm sharing how one decision can flip the script on everything in your life and why it might be the exact thing that you need right now. Let's go. This is day 2 of 100 days of Say Yes experiences. And today we're talking about one of the most powerful yeses that can help you in your personal and professional growth. Start or say yes to being a part of a mastermind. Let me tell you, a mastermind can change your life and careers in ways you never imagined. So if you've ever thought, I feel alone in this journey, or I wish I had people who could help, I'm ready to level up, but I don't know how. Maybe you don't have all the answers, but you're ready to start something new. Then you need to keep listening. Because today we're breaking down what a mastermind is, why it's the ultimate secret weapon, who needs to be in your mastermind, and how saying yes to a mastermind just might change your entire life. So let's dive in. Day 2 of 100 days is Say Yes experiences is all about something that can literally change your life if you've let it. Now, I've done something similar before, but day 2 was done in a different way than I've ever done before. We're talking all things mastermind related. Now, I've been part of masterminds before, but they always had 6 to 8 people in the mastermind. This specific Say Yes mastermind only had me and one other person. So I was a little hesitant and unsure. Was it really going to be valuable to me? And was it going to be time well spent? Or would there be other things that I could do with my time that would be more helpful and useful? I went ahead and said yes because I wanted to know what it would be like just having me and one other person in it and what could possibly come up with it. What could really be the opportunities and the possibilities that await for me if I said yes to just being a 2-person mastermind and what I can learn from the other person. So let's start with the basics. What is a mastermind? A mastermind is a group of people getting together, sharing ideas, being creative, innovative, and really helping each other reach the next level in the specific category or area that the mastermind is in. So the masterminds typically stem around something related to business. So for example, I'm part of a keynote speaking mastermind where everybody in the mastermind is a keynote speaker. Now, there's a few different ways that you can create the mastermind, right? So the mastermind can be around anything that you deem fit as long as you have that foundation and commonality in place. So it can be around everybody being an entrepreneur, everybody having a specific type of business, everyone being a parent, everyone working on the same type of project. It can really be anything. And it can be as generic or specific as you want within that framework. So for instance, it could be everyone in there is a parent. That's the generic. It can be specific. Everyone has 4 kids. It could be everyone has 4 kids that are between baby and 13 years old. So again, you define the parameters of what type of mastermind that you want to create. But the more specific you are, the more you're going to find people that really relate to your challenges and issues. Now, there's a benefit also to having people with a little bit of differences in there because you want to be in a place where you're really sharing ideas, strategies to really help each other with the challenges and issues that might arise as well, or gaps. for opportunities. So for instance, as I mentioned, I'm a part of a keynote speaker mastermind. And so everybody in there is a keynote speaker. Everybody's at about the same level in their business. But everybody comes with different ideas because we all have a different lane, so to speak, meaning a different expertise. So we can say, oh, that's working for you and your business and your expertise. That might also work in mine. You can also have a mastermind where everybody has a little bit different lane. So maybe they're all not keynote speakers. Maybe one's an author, maybe one's a speaker, maybe one's a social media strategist, maybe, but it all has to be something that people are going to get great results from, meaning great ideas, insights, experiences, different things to level up in whatever it is that you have that common thread about. So again, if it's just a general business one and everybody's coming in with different expertise, you want to make sure you're picking people whose expertise helps everybody else in the mastermind. So you don't want to pick someone who's in business with pesticides if you're an author and someone else is a social media strategist and someone else is website design, because pest control may not help or know how to help you in your specific business. So just be mindful when you're looking for people to invite to your mastermind, what the commonality is among everyone, what the mastermind is going to be focused on, and what everyone brings to the table. Because it's not about having the most people in your mastermind. In fact, you want to keep it between 2 people to I found 6 people is about that sweet number. Want your event to do more than just motivate? Want it to transform? Hi, I'm Jessica Rector, CEO of the Say Yes Experience, #1 best-selling author and the keynote speaker and experience creator companies call when they're serious about change. I don't just speak, I'm known to move people. From the main stage to custom Say Yes Experience team building events, your group will crush comfort zones, ignite connection, and fuel mental wellness and peak potential, all while having the kind of fun that actually sticks. Whether it's a leadership summit, company offsite, or all hands meeting, we bring immersive, energizing experiences that unlock what's next for your people and business. So if you're ready to ditch burnout and lead your team into bold action and a Say Yes culture, book me now at jessicarector.com or email me at jessica@jessicarector.com. And hey, subscribe to the Say Yes Experience podcast right here. It's where the movement starts.
You've heard of a bucket list, things you want to do before you die, right? At the Say Yes Experience, we believe in something truly more powerful, the Say Yes bucket list, the things you want to do to truly start living. It's about feeling alive, breaking out of routine, and turning someday into right now. We've created a free Say Yes bucket list template to help you get started, so you can move to ideas to action and start saying yes to light the things that light your fire. So don't wait to truly start living and download your free template today.
Any more than 6, sometimes it can be wrangling cats where everyone has different personalities. Everybody wants to talk at the same time. Like it's just too much. So having a sizable group, but not too big, keeps everybody on task and on agenda, and you don't find yourself going for 2 or 3 or 4 hours at a time. You want to keep it, if you can, between 60 and 90 minutes every time you meet. Now, you can meet once a month, once every other week, once a week, whatever you deem that fits within your schedule. You don't want to meet too little. Once a month is probably too little. But maybe once a week is too much. People can't devote that much time. So maybe it's once every other week or once every 3 weeks, whatever you deem, and maybe once a month is perfect for you. But once a quarter is probably too little to really keep a finger on the pulse of what's going on and to really create this community, because that's really what you want to be doing, is creating a community of people who are there to support you, who get you, who understand, who can help you combat any challenges, issues, or struggles that you're facing. And if you're facing a challenge now, you don't want to wait another quarter before you can get that challenge addressed. And then when you're also looking about the people that you're inviting, you don't want 5 people just like you. You want different people that are going to bring a different level of expertise, a different level of background, experience, insights, because you can look in the mirror and get another one of you. You want differing viewpoints because they're going to give you different ideas that you would have never thought about. They're going to also share with you different perspectives on how to do something that you're like, ooh, I didn't think that maybe that really resonates more with my client or customer than what I'm doing. Or they'll say, this is how I've handled it. Maybe you can do that. Again, whether the mastermind's about our relationships or parenting, business, whatever it's about, you want people who think and do differently than you, but still have the same set of values that you have. Because if you get them too different, and their values are different, what they're saying is not going to resonate. So therefore, it's not going to be super helpful for you either. Whether you're starting a mastermind or you're joining an already established mastermind, make sure you have brief conversations with everyone else in the mastermind to make sure you mesh with them. Because the last thing you want is to spend your time, energy, and resources being a part of a mastermind and then finding that one person monopolizes the conversation every time you get there, or one person isn't open to listening to others' ideas or viewpoints, or the people in there don't have a lot to contribute or value add. You want to make sure that you mesh with the people in the mastermind and that you want to be going every time that there's a meeting and to share your ideas. You don't want to be thinking, it's another meeting that I got to go to that I don't really want to be at, or I could be doing this instead of going there. You want to be excited and energetic to meet up with them and to have conversations, to listen to their ideas, because they're going to spark some really amazing ideas. They'll help you see blind spots, whether in business or in life, that you can't see, because when you're the picture, you can't see the frame. So you want someone who's going to be able to lovingly share with you what you're missing and also share their insights and ideas with you as well, because those are also going to spark new ideas and thoughts from you. And maybe they're going to share an idea and you don't really see that that's the perfect fit, but their idea will spark another idea or another idea, which is going to be the best fit for you to implement. So lots of cool things can happen when you're a part of a mastermind, but you also want to make sure that it's the right mastermind for you. Now, being a part of a mastermind is also tapping into your curiosity. And when you tap into your curiosity, it sparks innovation. This is a safe place that you'll be creating for brainstorming, for sharing vulnerabilities, for sharing some struggles that you're going to, because you're also looking for solutions to your challenges. And you don't want to be a part of a mastermind with people who are not willing to be compassionate, empathetic, and understanding, because you want them to also be able to let down their guards. So it's got to be a give and a take, and you have to be forming this strong commitment, this strong environment of trust, that they trust you, that you trust them, so you can let down your guards and really let them into what's going on. Because when you do that, that's when amazing, juicy insights and perspectives and ideas come to play. When you have those walls that are built up and you don't want to let down the guard, then no one's really going to be getting as much value from the mastermind as they could be. Now, when I met with my friend and colleague for this mastermind, she and I were coming from two very different places. She was coming from the coaching realm. I was coming from the speaker realm. So we came to this mastermind really sharing ideas and perspectives. She's wanting to dive more into the speaker realm, and I'm getting a lot more into the personal growth, professional development realm on the business to consumer side. I've only been working with B2B businesses, and now I'm venturing into the B2C aspect. And so she can give a lot of insight into that B2C aspect. And so kind of our roles were reversing, helping each other get into the other one, B2B, B2C, helping each other with insight, ideas, and perspectives, and sharing our experience with that and how it can be helpful to where they are and what they need moving forward, what we need to have in place for the respective area that we're going in, and where there's opportunities for us that we wouldn't have known or we wouldn't have thought about because we've never been in the other area. So it's amazing to have that great insight from someone else who's been there, who's done that, and that you can trust. So now when you're building that mastermind and challenges or issues come up or even questions arise, this is what happened. What do you think I should do? What worked for you in the past? What idea do you have that can move me forward, that can help me progress faster? Because that is incredible, valuable insight that can help you get faster traction in whatever you're doing. Even if it's parenting, even if it's building relationships, a partnership that you have with a spouse or a company, there's different kinds of partnerships. But whenever we come from our own set of experiences, we're going to bring a lot of valuable help to someone else who's never done that before. So partnering up, even if it's two people, partnering up to share that insight and perspective, it reduces the learning curves and help you make forward progress so much faster. So you also want to make sure that the person that you are inviting into the mastermind or the people that you invite in, that they're reputable, that you like them as people, which is why it's important to have those quick chats beforehand, and that you're going to want to spend time with them. If the mastermind is anything related to business, it's incredible to get one together with people that you know, like, and trust, because then you become referral partners, meaning you can increase revenue for everyone in the mastermind, and it becomes a win-win. Masterminds also help you say yes before you're ready. So it helps you create that imperfect action. They'll come to you with ideas and insights, and you'll say yes to it without even knowing the exact way it's going to work out. And when you say yes to that imperfect action, it will then create other actions. And you can go back and tweak and adjust that imperfect action. It's not about going out there and being perfect from the get-go, but having people that you can rely on who've done it before, that are giving you ideas and what you can implement into your business. You're going to create more revenue, more results, and better possibilities and opportunities ahead for you without fully being ready. And sometimes, a lot of times, that's where the magic happens, is when you're not 100% ready and you say yes anyways, because those opportunities and possibilities come up a lot faster. And then they just trickle down. It creates like this domino effect. When you set the domino up and the first one falls, and then all the other just fall down as well, creating this massive ripple effect. Masterminds help with accountability to help you stay on track and focus. So when you come to the mastermind with an idea, they'll say, okay, is that really the best path to help you reach your goal? Or is that a distraction? Because you want to stay on path to help you reach your goal, whatever that goal is, and they'll help hold you accountable, especially if you're having every week, every other week, once a month. You can come to the mastermind session and say, okay, this is what I was working on. This is the goal I'm trying to reach. This is what I did since we last met. You can quickly go around to everyone saying, where were you last time? Where do you want to be at the end of the month? And where are you now? so you can help each other stay on track. Accountability is so important for everything that we do in life, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to reach a business goal, whether in parenting or in relationships. Accountability is so important. It's one of the biggest things that I talk about with Blaze, and I give him permission. Hold me accountable, because if we don't have someone holding us accountable, we're just going to keep doing the exact same things we've always done in the same ways, which doesn't help us learn and grow. You're not in this life to stay stagnant. You're not here to stay stuck, which is why Mastermind is important, and also accountability is important. Because if you're left to your own devices, you're trying to get healthy physically, you'll sit on the couch and eat a bunch of ice cream. I know I would. So Blaze is there to say, Mommy, 1 scoop of ice cream. It was up to me. 4 scoops of ice cream every night. Love ice cream. 1 scoop of ice cream, Mommy. And then sometimes I'll tell him stuff and he'll be like, Mommy, I don't appreciate your tone of voice. It holds me accountable, because then it allows me to stop and pause and reflect. Was that tone of voice warranted? And sometimes I'll say, you're right, buddy. I was frustrated and it had nothing to do with you. Absolutely. I am so sorry. Sometimes I'll say, well, that tone of voice was warranted because I've asked you 4 times to do it. And by the 4th time, my patience is gone. So it was warranted, and here's why. But you need to have people in your life that hold you accountable, that help you reach a new level and keep being your best amazing self. The Say Yes experience is the movement that helps you adapt to change, enhance mental wellness, and stretch into what's possible. We tailor every experience to your specific challenges and goals, whether that's preventing burnout, building resilience, or creating a culture of bold action and connection. Whether it's a getaway with your friends or creating something for small teams to an entire organization, this is where transformation begins. Say yes to growth. Say yes to a custom experience designed just for you. Let's build and develop your own Say Yes experience at jessicarector.com. Wish you could hit pause, catch a breath, and leave the rat race behind for a while? You can. Come check out Breakspace, a global community where mid-career professionals just like you are creating life-changing breaks every day. Founded by 2 leading break experts, this one-of-a-kind resource is your go-to for all things career break. With hands-on coaching, dynamic courses, and genuine connection, you don't have to go at it alone. Visit gobreakspace.com to learn more and join today. If no one's holding you accountable, you're showing up in the same way, doing the same things in the same way, meaning you're not going to grow, you're not going to get better or different results. We don't want you to stay where you are. We want you to consistently grow and flourish, even if it's just doing small things every single day. So we want to help you grow and flourish, which is also one of the biggest, massive, amazing components of a mastermind, is they help you grow and flourish, oftentimes in ways and in parts that you cannot see, or that would have never occurred to you, right? Because they're coming with a different background, different experiences, different relationships. So they're coming with a different point of view. And that's what you want in a mastermind, people who have different points of view. And in this mastermind, they're going to come to you with different points of view. They're also going to share their ideas and insights. And in doing so, they're going to help you think bigger. Now, oftentimes what can happen is you may have a bigger idea or thought, but you're like, ooh, that's never going to happen. Or I have no idea how to go about doing that. Or who do I think I am? There's no way that can happen. Well, your mastermind is there to support you, to help you think bigger. Even if you don't know the exact steps in getting there to achieving that, they'll help you think bigger, believing in you that it is possible, that you can do it, and that it's just about staying true to saying yes to one little small step every day that moves the needle just a little bit forward. And every move that it makes forward, it helps you progress and get you closer to that desired outcome or goal. And what happens is when you start thinking bigger, your brain starts expanding. Because when they give you the idea that you're like, oh, I never would have thought about that. And so then you start thinking bigger, and then your brain stays on that path. It doesn't go back down to, let me think small. Let me hide. Let me not shine my light because I'm too scared someone else is going to be offended or they're going to get hurt or they're going to get mad. You're going to say, hey, world, here I am. Watch out. I am coming for you because the world needs you right now, just as you are. You are not here to play small, to think small, to be small. You're here to go out there and be your best, amazing self. And the only way to do that is to get out of your own way and to start thinking bigger. And masterminds can help you do that. Plus, masterminds are going to be your amazing support system. Even if there's only one other person in that mastermind, that's all you need to help you stay on track, to help you keep moving forward, and to continually move that needle for forward progress. Something else that comes out of creating a mastermind and being part of a mastermind is they will be there to encourage and support you along the way. They are your biggest cheerleaders. And when you don't believe in yourself, they'll help you believe in yourself because they'll start believing in you. They're saying, yeah, it can be done. Of course, you're the right person to do it. Let us help you achieve that. They become that person, those people who are there for you no matter what. So when you experience self-doubt or disbelief, they're there to say, oh yeah, you got it. How can we help? What is going to be the most valuable and useful tool for you right now? Because they're going to expose you to different tools and strategies and know-hows that you've never learned before. And that's what they're there for. And in return, you're going to be sharing with them tools, strategies, and know-how. You're going to be sharing with them ideas and insight to help them in their specific area. Whether this mastermind is about business, whether it's about relationships, whether it's about your personal life, whether it's about a tragedy that you've all been through, this is how you grow personally and professionally because they're going to pour into you, you're going to pour into them, and you're building this community of people, your village, even if that village is one other person, because you are not meant to do life alone. You are not meant to grow through challenges, issues, struggles, business, personal life, relationship, having to figure everything out for yourself. My friend, there are people out there who want to be a part of a mastermind because you're in it, because they've been following you on social media. They may never comment, they may never say anything, they may never like a single post, but they've been following you. They've been watching you for a while now. And they're like, where are they going to be? They are inspiring. They are empowering. I want to be a part of their world. So who can you ask to be a part of your mastermind? Because this one decision can change everything for you. And you'll love having and being part of a support system. I know I do. I love being a part of a mastermind, having people that I can rely on, that I can depend on, that they're never too busy to answer a question or to help me through something, help me figure out something that I don't know how to do. And one of the most important things that I've gotten is the belief in myself, because they'll believe in me, they'll believe in you. But one thing that never fades or waver is the undying belief in myself. So the mastermind is a great community to have for yourself. It also reiterates to you how you need to start believing in yourself. Because as useful as a mastermind has been personally and professionally, the number one thing that has helped me achieve so much success in my life is the unwavering belief in myself. Now, that doesn't mean I have all the answers. I don't. It doesn't mean I know how to do everything. I don't. It doesn't mean I know how to reach goals and know all the ins and outs and processes and systems. And it doesn't mean I know everything at all. All it means is I believe in myself, that I am resourceful, that I will figure it out, that I will reach my goals, that at the end of the day, I believe in me and I will bet on me every single time. Can you say the same thing about yourself? That you will bet on you every single time to figure it out, to find the answers, to get where you need to be, to ask for help. Start believing in yourself because that will change everything. And our mastermind will help you increase the belief in yourself, help you increase your confidence, and also help enhance your self-worth. Because oftentimes we think, I need to achieve this level of success before I'm worthy. I need to make this amount of money before I'm worthy. I need to be in this type of relationship before I'm worthy. I need to show up in this type of way. I need to have this many followers. I need to stop doing this as a parent. I need to, in order to be worthy. But friend, you are worthy right now, exactly as you are. There's no, I need to do anything to be worthy. There's no goals that you need to accomplish. There's no relationships that you need to have. There's no money you need to make in order to feel and be worthy. You are worthy right now. And the more you believe in yourself, the more your self-worth will increase as well. So what is it going to take for you to start believing in yourself and for you to have that deep-seated self-worth? That no matter what anybody says, thinks, or does, you know you're worthy and you'll bet on yourself at the end of the day. So as you're thinking about a mastermind, whether it's a professional one or a personal one, what are the aspects of a mastermind do you want to make sure that it includes? Write it down. Think about what type of person do you want in your mastermind? How many people do you want in your mastermind? Whether your mastermind is personal or professional, start thinking about the components of a mastermind. Who do you want in your mastermind? What do you want the mastermind to be about? How many people do you want in your mastermind? What are the values that you're going to be looking for in other people to invite into your mastermind? Because having quality people that have that similar thread, that similar foundation as you is key. So is it business? Is it career? Is it project? Is it relationship? Is it societal? What is the focus of the mastermind? How many people do you want in it? And what type of person do you want? You want some people who are a little bit similar to you, not too far distant from you, or dissimilar than you, or different than you. Hello, there's the word I'm looking for. You don't want someone too different than you because you want them to still have the same values, open to receiving. And be sure when you're asking people to be a part of your mastermind or interviewing them to be a part of your mastermind, ask, what are they looking to get out of the mastermind? What benefit do they want? Because you want to make sure that you're on the same page and that it resonates with everyone in the mastermind. You are not alone, friend. Start building your community in your village now by inviting people to join your mastermind. Figure out how often you're going to have it. How long is each mastermind session? Does anything need to be brought to the sessions? Are you going to leave everyone with some kind of homework that they need to do? And not just are you going to leave them, but is there going to be a collaborative effort that at the end of the mastermind, we all need to leave ... doing this? Because at the end of every mastermind session, you should have, every person in the mastermind should have some sort of action plan in place. Here are the 3 things that they're going to do before the next session. Here's the 1 step that they're going to take today. Here's the 1 thing that they're going to do consistently every single day until they have it down pat. Then they're going to implement step 2. What is that action plan? Because the last thing you want to do is have these masterminds, people show up, go, oh, okay, this was great, and leave going, now what? I don't see that what I learned is going to move the needle forward in my business or my relationships or whatever the mastermind's about. I didn't really get anything from it, but yet I just spent 60 or 90 minutes on that call, because then people will stop showing up. They'll stop adding value. They'll stop sharing their ideas and insights. And then before you know it, you'll no longer have a mastermind. So what are people going to expect upon leaving? Everyone needs to have an action plan. But is it 1 thing, 3 things? Have that in mind. And it can be a collaborative effort. You don't have to just decide this on your own. You can once you decide who you're having in, everybody agrees to it. They can all say, here's what we want to get out of it. Here's what we want to do every single time. And make sure people are signing up for minimum 6 months. This is not something that you do 1 time and it's done, or once a month for 2 months and it's done. You want to make sure that they're signing up for a minimum of 6 months, that they can commit to 6 months. A year would be ideal.
Hey, I'm Blaze, and the CS experience was my idea. I created it to help my mom, Jessica Rector. When she was traveling and keynote speaking a lot and on the verge of burnout, I wanted her to say yes to herself, to joy, and to what's possible. What started out with me helping her find a new ice cream around town had turned into a movement. So together we wrote this book, The Say Yes Experience, with 52 powerful tips to help you prevent burnout, strengthen your mental health, and live intentionally. Step outside your comfort zone. 1 tip, 1 small shift, 1 big impact. Ready to say yes to a better you? Grab the Say Yes Experience at jessicarector.com/store.
Burnout isn't just exhaustion, it's a warning sign that something needs to change. 90% of the workforce has been in burnout in the last year alone, according to Gallup, and it's not going away anytime soon. It's even impacting the home life, but it doesn't have to be that way. In my powerful book, Blaze Your Brain to Extinguish Burnout, 52 Keys to Prevent, Breakthrough, and Beat Burnout, I show you how to take back control, reignite your energy, and transform overwhelm into opportunity. Backed by research and real-life strategies, this isn't just another self-help book. It's your guide to lasting change, mental wellness, and saying yes to the life you deserve. Ready to break the burnout cycle? Grab Blaze Your Brain to Extinguish Burnout today at jessicarector.com/store. If you want to get a copy for your team or all your employees, reach out to me directly for rates at jessica@jessicarector.com. Now, you can keep it fluid. If one person has to step out of it at one time, you can invite someone else to come in. But I've been a part of them where one person stepped out and we just left that slot empty. So it can be fluid however you deem fit, but you can also figure it out along the way. But make sure everybody can make a commitment for minimum 6 months. If they can't, find someone else who can, because you don't want to get started and have it dissipate after a month. So here's your Say Yes Experience Challenge. Who is one person that you can reach out to today to invite to be a part of your mastermind? Or one person that you can invite to have a conversation with to see if they want to be a part of your mastermind? Just think of one person, reach out to them. It deserves a phone call, but you can also set up the call via text. Who is it that you want to have? Who is it that you want to have join you in your mastermind that you think would be a massive, big asset to be a part of this and to collaborate with? If you've been a part of a mastermind, I'd love to hear your story. Make sure you post it on social with the hashtag the Say Yes Experience, and then tag and challenge 3 other people to do their own Say Yes Experience. It doesn't have to be mastermind related, but challenge them to do their own Say Yes Experience, because we're building a movement here. And the more people who do their Say Yes experiences and post about it, the bigger the community for this movement, and the more we can continue to inspire, motivate, and empower people to live intentionally, love their life, and have a lot more fun when they stretch themselves outside their comfort zone and into possibilities. What is something that you want to say yes to, but you haven't done it yet? So, whether it's skydiving, reading a book to a group of kids, or starting your own mastermind, now is the perfect time to do it. We want to hear from you. Share your Say Yes Experience idea at hello at the Say Yes Experience.com. We are inviting some of our amazing subscribers to be a part of our upcoming episodes of the Say Yes Experience by really helping you face those fears, stepping into discomfort, saying yes to the things that have kept you stagnant, whether it's hesitation, anxiety, or fear that's kept you from saying yes. We want to help you embrace that. So we are selecting a few of our amazing subscribers to join us. Now, here's the thing. You have to be a subscriber. So if you have not subscribed yet, now is the time to do it. Plus, you don't want to miss out on any of our upcoming episodes. So subscribe and then send your amazing Say Yes Experience idea to hello at the sayyesexperience.com. I cannot wait to hear what your idea is and help you face it in one of our upcoming episodes because you might be selected. So until next time, have an amazing day and make sure that you keep saying yes. Bye-bye.